Hey crafty friends, it's Kathy here and it is Scraplift Crafternoon time. That's right, it is Sunday afternoon and we are playing along with the crew and scraplifting one of our own. Happy birthday to Ashley, the scrapping nerd. That's the layout we're doing today. Nice and simple. This is a quick one. It is my favourite time of the week and the only time I can honestly guarantee that there will be a layout for you. Every Sunday at Scraplift Crafternoon, the 10 of us, if we all play, get together and we create a layout based on somebody else's design. And today, as I said, it is for Ashley. She is one of the crew and it is her birthday month, so we are celebrating with her. I am using Scrapbook Fantasy's new release. One of their new releases, it's Island Sands. I love this paper and I'm just going to create with it today. Now I have got some paste here that I'm putting through this stencil. I just wanted to add a little bit of texture to the layout because it is quite a simple design and I do like that it's a simple design, but I just wanted to have a little bit more. Now I am putting this on here, as you can see, and I do let it dry before I start moving on, and I get on with distressing the edges with my distressing tool for the 3 strips of 3¼ inches by 11 inches in length. That's what I've done for these ones, and you will see that in the end I go back and put more modeling paste over the top because I realize that it gets up too much covered up when I put these strips down, but that's okay. I'm happy with the overall effect in the end. Now, modeling paste is a great way of putting some detail and some texture to your layout, and because this one is a beachy type layout with rocks and things, it adds that little bit of texture which I like in my layouts where it's lumpy and bumpy. I have a 1-inch frame here in the dark blue. It is one of my favorite colors of cardstocks, so I'm just using that to edge this paper. I'm using the wood grain. Of course, we all love a good wood grain piece, and Scrapbook Fantasies do not fail to provide. So go and check out their supplies. I'll put their details in the links down below so that you can see how amazing these papers are. I am now using leftover pieces from a previous layout. It's always good when we can use up our scraps, and this layout lends itself perfectly for it. I love the vertical panels in this one. It is a simple design. It is a classic design, and a strong vertical is always helpful when you're creating. So I have a blue wood grain going in the opposite direction to my background. I have a sandy type page and I have the denim and white dots, which I really like. So as you can see here, I went back with the modeling paste and added some more for that further texture on top of those panels. I am going to pop the photo here. Ashley had 1 photo and I am actually going to have 2, only because I really wanted it to show the lighthouse, which you can see in my main photo between the rocks, and that's a zoomed in photo of the lighthouse through the rocks. So I really wanted to capture that. This was taken in September this year. I was away at a DP conference and we'd spent all day inside listening to people talk at us, which was great and inspirational and all that sort of stuff, but it's so nice to get outside afterwards. And so I did. I went outside onto the beach and exploring through the rocks and out onto the headlands, and I took these photos of the lighthouse. I was just enjoying the everyday moment of being in there by myself and having a lovely time, just fresh air and exploring. So the next thing here, I am building up my clusters, and I've got some Vicky Booten stuff here that I am using just to layer up and put behind. It's from her Bold and Bright paper repack. I just like adding the little bits and pieces there. Ashley had a bracket on the side of her photo, so I've put that documented bracket there. She does have a banner on hers, and that I'm putting it down there, and she does have a camera on hers, and I have got it to the top left like she has on hers. The rest I'm just playing around and building my clusters. I try to keep pretty true to the person's original, and especially when it's one of ours and it's birthday. I'm not copying it exactly, but I am putting things into similar places. I am adding in that that title there, A Collection of Moments, and I'm building up with the florals around. Now I will go off camera to stick those all down. I do use foam tape to pop some of them, and now I'm back and I'm going to add in some brads. I'm adding a star here, and I'm going to add in 2 stars to that top cluster and a heart. And you'll see that I think about it first. I was going to just leave it as the 2 stars there, but you know me, the 3s, I always need a 3. So I'm going to add in a wonky heart brad as well, and that finishes off that top cluster. I do like how this has come together, and I'm just going to add a little bit more mixed media, a little bit of sparkle, and I'm using Tim Holtz Distress Spray, my newest one, which I absolutely love, the Tumbled Glass. It is a really nice bright bluey sparkly blue, and it adds just that little bit of extra to those clusters. And please go and check out everybody who's playing along this week. If they're all playing, they'll be in the link down below. Say a special hello to Ashley, the Scrapping Nerd, on her socials, and leave some love for each of us who are playing along. We do appreciate it. I personally will get back to you. I love the feedback. I love interacting with each and every one of you, and I do appreciate the amount of time that it takes to sit and watch a video. So please be assured that your time is valued. If I've done something that you like, give me a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate that. Lets YouTube know that my content is of value and that you would like to watch some more of it. You can see that texture paste in there on those clusters and underneath the photo. It's just that little bit of extra interest to the layout, and I do love how this has turned out. So thanks, Ashley, for a great inspiration. Hope you have a great birthday. Another Scraplift Crafternoon down. That means another Sunday for the year over. My goodness, we are zooming along. Have a great weekend. Have a great week. Stay creative, friends. Here's my next video for you, and I'll see you there real soon.